Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am joining you at my makeup dresser. I am in some desperate need of a refresh in my everyday makeup baskets. As you can see here, I have left a bunch of makeup on my vanity, a bunch of blush on my makeup dresser from my last video, which if you missed that, it's a blush declutter and swatching video. And I have a trip coming up this weekend. It's like a long weekend trip, so I'd like to get everything in order and get the house clean so that everything looks good when I come home. Regardless of that, I just need a fresh new start for the fresh week. I'd like to rotate in some products that I haven't been using as much and show them some love. And today I want to focus on fall makeup, which is very exciting. I hope you'll stick around. At the end of this video, I'm going to do a little try-on portion, kind of like a get ready with me. So let's get started and let's tackle this together. All right, we have everything put back in here. This is my whole collection. So I'm gonna start out with concealer. I kept the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo in my basket because I love that and I'm gonna bring that on my trip. I really was enjoying the Colfi one, this Colfi concealer, but I need to pick something new to freshen it up a little. What's a good shade for me right now? Let's do the J.Cat Stay Assurance concealer. I have this one in the shade Buff, I believe. This is a pretty new one. For foundation, I'm actually just gonna keep my L'Oreal Hydrator Tinted Serum thing as my only complexion product there. I have it standing on my vanity because I'm almost done with it. I want to try and finish that up here in the next couple of days when I put on makeup for work. So I'm going to only focus on that. That's like the only thing I've been using for foundation for the past probably week or two. So let's move on to cream products. Oh, that's a powder highlight. Let's see. I want to choose this because it's my only cream bronzer, but oh, well now it's not doing it. It was like rattling around when I was taking it out of the basket. The pan, I think, fell out of the component. So I'm just gonna leave that in there for now because I don't really want to fuss with that while I'm doing makeup in the morning. I think I'm gonna pull for this Nude Sticks one in Beach Babe. Their Nudies Matte formula. This is really beautiful. For powder bronzer, I'm gonna pull for this e.l.f. one. It's a nice matte formula, newer to me as well, and I have it in the shade Forever Sunkissed. Highlight. Let's put this one back in there. It's the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. This kind of just got hidden and I forgot I had it in there, but I do want to use it. Blush. I think I'm only gonna put this one in, my new Armani Luminous Silk Blush. This is really pretty. And then I'll pull my Flower Beauty cream highlighter out. All right, let's pick some liners. Somehow I've accumulated a ton of liners. This one I've been using quite a bit, my Essence Stay and Play gel liner in the shade Silky Nude. So I'm gonna put this one back in. And then I'm gonna pull for my newer brown liquid liner, the Too Faced Better Than Sex. Let's do this Hard Candy dual liner thing as well. It has a fun green shade, and I'm wearing green right now, so maybe I'll do this today. I'm gonna pull for this Nude Sticks Magnetic Luminous Eye Color in the shade Rustic Grotto. This is a really pretty fall shade. I'm gonna do Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint in the shade Mascara Tear, a beautiful grungy shade. And then because my lips are so dry right now, I'm gonna have to do a gloss on top of that. So I'm gonna pull for the Beauty Counter lip gloss. This is in the shade Sienna. And then I've been wanting to use my Urban Decay Stone Vibes eyeshadow palette. Let's move on over to the Vanity now. As you can probably tell by this video, I am definitely in the fall feels already, but it's in fact 80 degrees where I live still. Don't get me wrong, the past couple days have been really nice, especially in the morning, but it still heats up quite a bit with the sun shining, so I just kind of wish I lived in a cooler climate so I could really enjoy fall. But I mentioned I was going on a trip this weekend, and I'm going to Boise, Idaho. So it's going to be beautiful fall leaves, and I'm super excited. I can't wait. Going to bring cute fall fashion as well. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. So let's get started on the makeup. So I am just going to breeze through my complexion a little bit. I'm just using the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I have this in the shade Rosy Light. I also have my contacts in today so I can see what I'm doing better. Adding concealer now. This is the J.Cat Stay Assurance Concealer in the shade Buff. I've gone through a whole tube of this and repurchased. It's a great concealer. It's really good for spots as well. So doing that on some of my scarring and my active blemishes. And blending out the concealer with my fingers. Yeah, this is really good coverage. Definitely more coverage than the Colfi concealer that I've been using recently. Starting with the CoverGirl Lid Lockup Eye Primer. This is definitely a favorite of mine. So like I mentioned, I'm wearing a green top. I know brown is really trending right now for fall, but green is a color that I don't incorporate very much in my wardrobe, like period, but especially during the fall. And I tend to associate it more with Christmas, like red and green, but I do think green alone in the fall can be beautiful. So I'm gonna actually do some green eyeshadow as well, because why not? And the perfect shade is in this Stone Vibes palette from Urban Decay, the shade Jade. So I'm just gonna go straight in with that and put that all over my lid. Because that primer is still kind of sticky tacky, this more shimmery shade is gonna stick better while it's still damp before it's had time to dry down all the way. And then in the crease, I'm gonna put this Hexed color. And because this shade is looking a bit more lime green than I really want, I'm gonna put some of this Tiger's Eye, kind of coppery, yellowy shade on top. I just put some concealer down right here, and I'm cleaning up the outer corner, the shape of it. Also, my dog is drinking water. I don't know if you can hear that, but... All right, using this e.l.f. bronzer, the primer infused matte bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. This is a really beautiful formula. Buildable, forgiving, gorgeous matte, like blurring, smoothing finish almost. Really pretty. I'm going to use this Becca highlighter in the shade Champagne Pop. This is a mini size. which means maybe there's a possibility that I would ever hit pan on this, but that's still probably unlikely though. I also have this in my makeup kit. It's a beautiful shade. Nice warm shade. Never really been one to put highlighter on my nose, but went on Accutane, right? So I'm leaning toward this cream bronzer because I think if I go with the Armani one, it's gonna be a bit too green red, like Christmassy, like I said. It does still match the eyes, but I think this is a bit more muted in the vibe I'm going for today. So I'm gonna go with this one. Taking a dense Real Techniques brush. Get the hair off of there. It's everywhere. I went a little hard on this cheek here. Need to diffuse that edge there a little bit. Okay, how fun. Let's go for this hard candy dual liner situation in the shade Blind Date. It's one metallic and one matte. I'm gonna do this matte shade. And then for the fun of it, I'm gonna put the olive shade in my waterline. See how that looks. Well, I don't really feel like that did very much, but it's okay. I'm gonna go back in with the Hexed shade and put it on my lower lashes, blending out that liner and tying that shade in from the top. Okay, I filled in my brows off camera with that Believe Beauty brow gel, brow styling gel. I just did a light layer of it. And now I'm gonna fill in line my lips with the Wet n Wild lip liner in the shade Brandy Wine. We didn't pick this out together because I keep them all right here on my Vanity, but this matches that Teddy tint from Maybelline really well. In the shade Mascara Tears. This is so interesting, this formula. First of all, it smells like peaches, which is very bizarre. I can tell they were trying to cover up a scent of some sort, but I don't like the scent they chose. It's super lightweight and kind of dimethicone feeling on the lips, so it doesn't feel drying. It's almost like that powder matte K-Beauty kind of formula. So this would be perfect as is, but I feel like I desperately need some gloss. So I'm going in with the Beauty Counter Beyond Lip Gloss in the shade Sienna. This smells like cupcakes. It smells pretty good. That's a very, very smooth gloss formula and it's beautiful. Feels very high end. I'm pretty sure Beauty Counter went out of business though, so you can't get those products anymore. So I just retired my second Bubble and Rudy Berry chocolate dipped tubing mascara, or chocolate dripped tubing mascara, I think. It was starting to flake because it was getting a bit older, and I had bought this one a while ago as like a backup of a brown mascara. I've tried this in the black formula and I do really enjoy this formula. It's just a more natural tubing mascara. This is just kind of separating and lengthening, but I really like the brush and I really like the formula on this, and it lasts all day. It doesn't flake or smudge or anything. So we're gonna do this today, but first I'm gonna put on that Too Faced Better Than Sex liner. It's in the shade Chocolate. This will really help blend that brown mascara, make it look very cohesive. And also kind of anchor the mascara and hopefully some of the green tones, kind of give them some depth too. The black version of this I had in a mini size, and I must say this packaging, or this bottle, the bigger one, is way more fun. This is a true brown shade here. No like basically black happening. It's like true chocolate brown. So I did put mascara on the top and bottom lashes. I feel very confident putting that tubing formula on my lower lashes though. It won't smudge or anything like that. All right, that's my finished look. It's my finished fall inspired makeup look. Hopefully it inspired you. This is definitely something that's a bit out of my comfort zone in my everyday life. Like I would still wear this outside, but this isn't something that I naturally gravitate toward that I think is very complimentary of like my eyes or my skin tone. However, it's still fun and it's still fun to play with color. I've always enjoyed adding some pops of color in my makeup, but I just try and do it in a bit of a more natural way than, you know, like a neon cut crease or something like that. And this lip is just like making me so excited for fall lips. So stay tuned for other videos coming with fall makeup looks. I know a staple in my routine is like a chocolatey brown smoky eyeshadow with like a dark lip like this. So that's definitely coming soon. I just felt very inspired by my green shirt today. I truly appreciate every time you watch one of my videos. It means a whole lot to me that you take time out of your busy day to sit through an entire video of mine. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.